Whistle Gang Podcast. We are live. Welcome to another episode. I am your boy Ferb. If you do not mind, please like and subscribe to the page on YouTube. Follow us on all social media platforms.
Yes,
With that
sir.
being said, we excited to be here, man. We got some good off-season news to talk about. I got my man P with me. What's up, P?
What's going on, sir? In the house, hey, ready to talk some good talk, good 49er football. I'm excited. I ain't been excited for a couple of weeks.
Oh, you
About to talk
excited? I ain't that excited, but I'm just glad we got some news. Yo, I'm gonna shock y'all tonight too with some news that I don't think people are talking about yet. But we got the man himself, the myth, the legend,
Yes, sir.
DJ Hypeman.
What's
What's
going
going
on,
on,
people?
player?
What's going on? What's going on, family? How y'all doing?
We good, baby.
Doing great, man. We doing great, man. It's a bunch of news coming out of the Bay.
Yeah.
I mean, let's jump right into it. Obviously, everybody already knows. Topic one: Robert Saleh back as defensive coordinator.
Yes, sir.
I'm not that excited about it, but let's hear what you guys got to say.
All I gotta say is, I told y'all, Robert. He ain't Robert Saleh no more. His name is Robert the Saleh.
The
Robert
Saleh. I
Okay,
like that, man.
Saleh.
Hey, man, I'm excited, man. I think he's gonna bring that energy back. What we used to have. Don't got to worry about nobody being up in the booth. It's gonna be somebody who gonna light fire in their ass, stay on them, make them, play good football and basically earn their job, man. A lot of cats just on the team, collecting the check. So he gonna come in there with some toughness. And I'm excited. I'm excited, bro.
Facts. I tell
What
you,
you think?
man.
What you talking about, hype man? What's your feelings, man? I know you said he was coming back. What's up?
I listen. Y'all know how I feel about this. I think
Hmm.
it's like a good time right now. It's a good time with the team to bring
Hmm.
somebody back that probably shouldn't have left.
Right.
If you ask me, I think he left a little bit too soon. But who am I to tell somebody not to take an opportunity in the biggest sports market in the world? You know what I mean? That's a
But
Right.
once in
since
a
only
lifetime
32
opportunity.
jobs, you get offered one, you gotta take it.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
He
But
had a good thing. He had a good thing going. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Why mess it up? I get it. Everybody wanna be the top dog. He tried it. He come on back home, baby. We
Yeah.
need you. Come on back home, man.
I think, but I'm excited for this. There's a lot of reasons, and I'll touch points on that. But there's a lot of good reasons with him being back in the building. There's a lot of things that's going to be domino effects in a positive way
Hmm.
with him coming back home.
So what's all right? All right, so Salah's back.
Why
I'm
you
not
ain't why you ain't hype, man? Talk to me for why you ain't happy about it.
I've
Yeah,
About it,
explained
man.
this before. It's like going back to that old thing. Like it's a reason why we broke up. Like I want something new.
It
Plus,
ain't broke up, man. He saw opportunity. He went for it.
yeah, man,
I
breaking
know.
up.
So it's the same thing. You left me. You left me high and dry. I want something new.
Oh,
But
you
but
don't be in your feelings.
also
Don't be light skinned now. Don't be
Listen,
sensitive on the show.
but no.
Robert Saleh, after he got fired, he came to his senses. He had a Danielle Jones moment. He was like,
Hmm.
"Where I wanna be." That's what he thought about. He
but
didn't want to go to Green
but
Bay as a what was he for Green Bay? Some type of consultant. He didn't want to do that. His ego was bothering him. He could have came and did that for us if we
oh
Hmm.
really
my
wanted. But
gosh.
he had to take some time.
Shout out to Sophie in the comments.
What
Our
up, Sophie?
What's up,
2024 fan of
so?
the year. About to head down to New Orleans. Make sure it's a couple more days left. Make sure y'all, first of all, go watch her episode that we just did with her. Great story. 63 game streak in a row. That's wild. But make sure you guys go vote for her so we can have the 49er be the fan of the year this year. But like I was explaining it when we were talking to her, I think that we don't have the same type of players that we had when he was here. Like for Fred Warner to be effective, he has to have decent / good defensive tackles in front of him so that the lineman can't get to the second level and him and Greenlaw, whoever, can run around and make these plays.
Mhm.
We don't have that right now. So, like,
It's about to
all we
change.
have is the coach. The coach still has to have players. What's the plan for that?
Listen, you know players follow coaches. You know that.
So
You
you
know
want
correct.
Kinlaw back?
Nah, I ain't say all that. But shout out to Kinlaw. He played. Actually, he had a good season with the Jets. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
he
front.
had a good season. He
But,
had a good his last season with us was good too
Us
because he
was good.
wasn't a
Yeah. So
starting role.
I
Right.
wouldn't mind revisiting that. Maybe Saleh can get the
Yeah.
best out of it. I don't know, but I know they want to bring Hargrave back, and I think he might be back. I don't know, but there's a name that's out there that
DJ
commented.
Jones.
DJ Jones,
Uh-oh.
He was going to
he
say that.
never ever wanted to leave. He got the offer was too good to refuse,
Right.
and it's an opportunity for him to return. It's another player. It's another player from the Jets who started out with us. The back there in the cornerback area was too crowded, but DJ Reed is a free agent. He might want to come back home.
Yeah,
Understand?
but
It's about to get real spooky. It's about to get real spooky out here. I'm telling
but
you.
DJ Reed's gonna be looking to get paid.
We
Y'all talking
got some
about
money.
paying
We got
30.
some money.
Y'all
We got
talking about paying Greenlaw. Y'all talking about still trying to keep Huff. What are we doing?
Hey,
if Lynch can get in there and work them numbers, he will, man. Trust and believe that. I wasn't expecting us to pay Brandon, pay Debo, a lot of folks. So I mean, he know how to work them numbers. He'll
they
work
know
it
how to
out.
work it. They already
Oh
came
yeah,
out and said they're about to rework Fred Warner's contract. Listen, players know if you want to be competitive, you got to make sacrifices, right?
exactly.
So I know just like you know, right? We all know some professional athletes, and they will tell you sometimes the bag is good, but sometimes winning gets you more money
Right.
outside of the situation, right? When you winning, brands want to attach to you, so you making money outside of the team. So
Right.
like like the Greenlaws, you don't think Greenlaw is reassessing his? He probably was out. He probably was out. He was out. But now that we got Saleh, he like, man, I can get a 2-year deal, a multi-year deal, make some money, some small money, and still be able to hit free agency in 2 years. Same thing
Correct.
with Huff. As good as Huff is, he's injury prone. Came
Injury prone. Right.
back and ran and tackled a dude that was on the ground out of bounds and broke his wrist. So
I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I know injuries come, they're part of the game, but this dude has just been too hurt for me too many times already. I don't like it.
I think
So
they
you
gotta
saying
pass
you
it.
out on bringing Huff back?
I would. I mean, if he can, I don't know, man. I'm against the wall. I'm against the fence on this. I mean, I like his energy when they're in the game, but like, how many more injuries you're gonna have on us at critical times of the season?
I don't have a problem
That
bringing him back, but he gotta understand, like, yo, like
you
you
ain't
one of the
getting that back.
guys, you one of the
Yeah.
guys, but you ain't the guy. Like you're one of the
Right.
guys. Are you
Right.
comfortable with that role? Because if you're not comfortable with that role, then I understand. Go some ask Eric Armstead how I feel. How I feel
Correct.
to not take
What?
the deal to keep you. And most players don't start their career and finish their career at the same team.
Mhm.
Armstead had that in his grasp. He went to Jacksonville. He'll never be a competitive player again.
So all right, so Saleh's back.
Uh-huh. Yeah, say it, man. Big Papa back. He bringing this belt. Hey, he whooping ass if you ain't playing. Hey,
Yeah.
that's what we
So
need, bro.
so all right. So is the pressure now on is the pressure now on Lynch to provide Saleh with the play? See, like you bring up DJ Reed and all these DJ Jones. These are all we keep living in the past. Like we want to go back to where it used to be. The NFL has changed and evolved in these past couple of years. So like that same shit that worked then is not going to work now. See, that's why I wanted somebody different because I don't believe that we're going to be able to get these type of dogs that we used to have and we want and all that. But when they were underpaid, and if you get someone like I just keep bringing them up, like a Brian Flores, a Rex Ryan, who do all the blitzing and exotics, you can hide the talent in the scheme. In this Y9 scheme, it's a lineup, and we got to be better than them to make the shit work.
Well,
And that's what I don't like.
Shanahan did say he's open to hear what Saleh has to do with the defense. The defense is going to be the defense. But if you got some other things you think we can add to the scheme of things, he said he open this time. First
Yeah,
time he said that.
He gave him a complete autonomy to do
Yeah.
any and everything, which is great.
Right.
But at the same time, he comes from Seattle, and it's the same defense. That's where he got it from. So it's the same defense. It's not like Shanahan like was with Wilkes and was telling him you have to run this defense. Saleh runs this defense already.
Right.
So that's my biggest concern or issue with the whole thing. That's all I'm saying.
So you're basically saying we don't have the players when he was here. It's the game has evolved. You think it's past them? Like
No, it's not past him. I'm just saying us as fans or a lot of fans are living in the past. It's not going to be that same way. It's not going to be that easy. All of that, especially let's say we lose Huff, we lose Greenlaw, right? It's not going to be the same. It's going to be D Winters and Fred. D Winters is promising. He looks good. Blah 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 blah. But like, who? And what they going to try to bring back Drake Jackson? Do you see what I'm saying?
So I know Floyd is supposed to be staying, right? He's supposed to be staying.
Yeah, I think he signed a 2 years. So I think he's already on the roster, right?
Be there. I feel like we're gonna definitely bring in a monster from college, somebody has a high motor that can complement Bose on the other side of that line. But I hear what you're saying about players from yesteryear. I hear that. Yeah. Sometimes you got to have some of those players that can teach other players the scheme.
Right.
Richard Sherman was the cheat code for us. Yeah, he was an Uncle Sherman from Seattle, but he was able to coach up players during the game. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Correct.
Right.
So imagine a DJ Reed. I'm just giving you an example. Imagine a DJ Reed back there, with Demo, right? And he's telling him like, "Nah, you good, but you in the wrong spot for this play." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can help him see what they're not seeing. I'm not saying we're gonna go get DJ Reed, but I'm just saying sometimes you got to get players that's familiar.
No, I understand that, but like, I think most people know I have a dealership, right? And in the car world, and it's probably like most places, the old guard sits around and all they do is talk about the old days. You remember how it used to be? And remember what we used to do? And this and that. It's not the same no more. That's what I don't want. Where everybody just sitting around like, oh, remember in 2019? Man, it's 2025-26 season. Nobody care about 2019. We fucking lost to the Super Bowl to Mahomes. I don't care about that season no more. So do you see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. For the delusional fans that's out there who keep harping on Saleh's back, so now we good. He's just one man. He's just a coach. He still has to have the players. So that goes back to my original question, or this question now. Is the pressure now on Lynch to provide him the tools?
Of course, you got to give him some tools to work with. He can't just come here, and move with what we got. We got to add some key pieces, some key players, take away some others who don't deserve to be on the team, and add some new key players. You can't come into it and just say, "Oh, I'm gonna work with what I got, and I'm gonna give you the same result that I gave you a couple of years ago." That's not gonna be possible.
Correct.
So I say this. I don't think pressure is on Lynch, right? If you know John Lynch, you know that he's very calculated in his moves and decision making. He's very grounded. So knowing that Saleh was their guy, they already know what he needs. They know what the holes in the team is. They already know. Saleh probably told him, "This is what I need for us to be successful. This is what I need."
If I come back, he already done said it. Yeah, he done already said it. If I come back,
and you got to look at this, right? I know you said don't revisit the past, but when we had DJ Reed, he wasn't the DJ Reed of now. He wasn't. He was a knucklehead. He was a head case that we let go to Seattle. He became a bigger head case, went to New York, and he became a pro. DJ Jones, he had flashes. He wasn't the DJ Jones that he is now in Denver. So we might be getting the best of them at the right time if we can go get those guys. But the cool thing about Saleh, players like to play for him, defensive players. So there's going to be some free agents that's going to come to us because of who we got now.
Agreed.
That's just what it is. Phil Jackson, when Phil Jackson went to different teams, Lakers, right?
Yeah.
Players follow Phil Jackson, you know?
Mhm.
So sometimes players like to play for coaches, you know? Jimmy Ward, right? Nico Suave, right? Al-Shaair could have came back to us if he wanted to, right? He had the perfect scenario. Greenlaw was injured. He could have came back and been the man again. But he went somewhere where he can get more money and play in a familiar situation, be around some familiar faces. So sometimes being comfortable in a situation will get you the players that you want, you know? So I think having him is going to have some dominoes fall in place this offseason for us. And we got a full offseason now. You got to remember, we never had that before. We never had time to like really sit and strategize. We always in an NFC Championship or the Super Bowl, right? The past couple years. And then we right into free agency. So we don't have time to like sit and assess what we need. We lose a bunch of players
at the Senior Bowl. They had the Senior Bowl recruiting.
That's what I'm saying. So now I know who they're looking at. You know what I mean? From the champions, the world famous, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Hey, listen, it is what it is. But they're looking at some people, man, and they have a whole lot of time now to assess and make the right decisions without having to move fast with things. That's what I love about it, man. It's going to be a great time.
So, final comments on Robert Saleh. What's your final comments, P? How long does he stay? He signed a 4-year deal. Does he get another head coach job like after this season and he's gone and we're looking for another defensive coordinator?
It's possible, depending on the outcome of our season. I think he'll stay at least 2 years. He'll give us at least 2 years, I believe. But depending on where we go, as far as we go in the playoffs or Super Bowl run, people gonna be coming for him. So I say 2 years.
So I got a 2-part response to this.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. It's 2 years, but we go to the bowl next season. He out.
He gone.
They gonna give him the bag. Whoever wants him is gonna pay him that money because they're gonna say, "Yo, he came back and they went to the Super Bowl." So what they're gonna say is, what we need to do is give him the pieces on the coaching staff that he needs to be successful. The gaps that he has often. So I say 2 years, but if we get to the bowl next season, when we get to the bowl next season, right? He might be like, "Yo, it was great, but my time is now." Or he might say, "I need to learn a little bit more about this offensive stuff. Let me stay another year."
And that's what I was gonna say. If we have a great defensive season versus our offense carry us, because our defense has always carried us through games. As far as I can think back, we had a great offense, but our defense was like top tier. So if he come back and he turned our defense all the way around, yeah, he could probably go chase that bag.
Yeah,
he gonna chase that bag.
I wouldn't be mad at him either. I wouldn't be mad at him. You came and helped us. Thank you, sir.
One last question on Saleh.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the question.
Who he bringing with him from the Jets? Though I keep reading about who is.
We're gonna get to that in a second. Well, he ain't bringing
my bad.
He might be bringing some defensive assistance, but nobody else. But the question is, obviously, we know we have a 4th place schedule yet. We haven't been through free agency yet and or the draft. But do we have a top 10 defense next year? Regardless of this offseason?
If we healthy, yeah. If we healthy,
we definitely will.
Top 10 defense.
Health is key. Health is
right.
Key.
All right. Well, I think what you're alluding to, P, is our new special teams coordinator, Brant Boyer. He's been the special teams coordinator with the Jets for, I think, 5 or 6 seasons. He's a former NFL player. So he's well respected. He played in the league. He was a bruiser. He was the The old kickoff rules. You would catch the ball, and the old lineman or the people in front of the guy, they would create the wedge. You used to be able to hold hands, and he was the guy who used to run down there and smack the wedge and break up the wedge. So he pleases just one of those tough, crazy dudes. But initial thoughts about him, the Jets special teams have been decent, if not good, the past couple years. They always seem to have a couple of returns, whether that's punt or kick return. And they've blocked a lot of kicks in the past couple years. Thoughts?
Yeah, the jury out on him is that he's decent when it comes to special teams as a coordinator. I think, like you said, how the physicality that he played in his time. I think when you could bring that as a coach to translate it to your players, that's our brand of football: physical and violent. What's his name, man? We just left. I just left at the defense coordinator. Oh my gosh, I went blank.
Sorensen.
There you go. I think Sorensen would have did great at special teams. That's what he likes, physical and balance. But I think now we have that coach that understands finesse, being physical, and being violent. I think we made the right decision. Plus, he played under Saleh, so Saleh put in the word. So that's who you need to go get him.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and again, that's what we were just talking about. Saleh said what he wanted before he said yeah. So it's already in play. We definitely need help on special teams, though.
Yeah,
like you said, physical returns. Man, you got Debo back there too much with the returns, bro. We don't get, but we might as well down it in the end zone. We ain't getting but to the 20-yard line. We ain't doing nothing. So,
all
go
right.
ahead.
So here's the $1 million question. Don't start laughing. Can he fix Moody?
I knew it. I ain't even take a sip because I already knew. Let me get close. Let me get close.
Moody's back.
Hell no.
You can't fix that. You just
can't fix that.
Can't fix that.
I said it last year. If Moody's on the team, I probably won't come to about 1 or 2 games. Man, why is he on our team still? Like, just
ask Brad what I told him. I told Brad right to his face.
He has no confidence now, man.
Listen, everybody who's watching right now, let me know in the comments. Do you think our new special teams coordinator can fix Moody?
How he gonna fix that, man? How can he fix that ragged ass foot? He can't fix that raggedy leg, man.
You can't fix somebody that came from that team up north. You can't fix him.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. He ain't even missing field goals. He missing extra points.
Yeah.
Like, how you miss an extra point? Come on, Ferg.
Shout out to DJ Juice in the building. What up, Juice?
What up, Juice?
Man, listen. Can he fix Moody? If he can fix Moody, we Gucci, baby.
So we're gonna sit there and see is he fixed? We're gonna let him, and we're gonna sit here and watch the season to see is this man better. Are we gonna do that?
Hell no.
But like I told y'all, obviously he hasn't been released yet, and I don't think he will be released.
It's coming. It's coming.
You know they can't. They have to release him at a certain point, so it won't count against them. They're waiting for that day where they could release him. That's not a hard hit. He gone.
Moody's
going to November. Going to November. He gone.
Let me ask you this though: with him being on board, though, seriously, are we hoping for more returns, bigger returns, or just solid? Like, just don't hurt us. Like, what is the hopes out of special teams? Like, to make some plays, or just be effective and just don't fuck up?
I think it's a little bit of making some plays and field advantage. I think making some plays and then getting good field possessions. Like, you know what I mean? Getting us to like to the 40-yard line, 30-yard line, getting us to where we close by the 50. I think if you make it a shorter field for Brock Purdy, because this is the thing. Brock last season has to do drives from one end to the other end. Now he's a professional quarterback. He should be able to do that. But sometimes there is fatigue.
Right.
I don't care who the quarterback is. Sometimes if that's what you're doing all game long, you got to drive him from the 20 to the goal line.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you give him a shorter field, he might be able to cook a lot better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to DJ Bond. He said, "Hell no,
Yo.
Moody kicking
Moody
it.
gone.
He said Moody kicking it flip flops."
Oh yeah, that finally somebody on there with some sense, man. In the comments, I love it.
Oh no, man. So I don't know. Obviously, it's good that
So tell the world how you feel about Moody. Truthfully, let them on live right now. Tell them how you really feel.
I mean, you
Yeah,
know, I resigned as the
you
president.
still the fan club. Yeah, you still the
So
fan. Go ahead.
I resigned at that. He's very he was very disappointing. But I mean, at the end of the day, he has talent and he has a big leg. It's all mental. So I don't know. I'm just wondering, can the psychologist or something, sports psychologist, somebody during this offseason slash with the coach fix him? That's all. But you never know because you can go out there and practice and he can go make 100 out of 100 kicks. But it's when it's 70,000, 80,000 fans in the stadium. We're down 2 points, fourth quarter, two seconds left.
And that's when it matters. And that's when it matters, bro.
So,
listen, only kicking he gonna be doing going forward is the Radio City Hall Christmas Spectacular featuring the Rockettes. That's what he gonna be doing. Get ready. Did you see how Kyle Shanahan threw that tablet? Did you see how I ain't never seen Kyle Shanahan do that. He said, "Motherfucker." He never did that. He's usually composed. He might get a little frustrated, but he threw that thing.
That's it. I knew that was it.
And you know what he did after that? He looked up to where Lynch is sitting there up in that luxury box.
And what did he say to him?
He said, "I keep telling you, get this motherfucker out
of here."
Bro,
yes, sir.
We're gonna see, but hopefully, the returners though, I think we got the returners on the team. Like Garendo will still go back to returning. I'm guessing Slick Rick will return punts, right? Was he returning punts?
That sounds about right. Yeah, he was doing some of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously we need a punter. Now the Jets punter is good.
Damn, you want to bring the whole Jets team to us? Come on, man.
I mean, if he's following his coach, like we talked about, which is true, you follow the coach. That's a possibility. But
he was a decent punter, wasn't
he? Yeah, no, he's a good punter.
Yeah.
But he is older though. He's like 40 years old.
You might as well go get Robbie Gold. Go find him then. Go find Robbie, man.
Y'all really living in the past.
You know who I want? What was the black punter we had? Who was the black punter we had last season? I forget his name.
Oh,
black.
You don't remember him earlier in the season? He was a punter for us. When
we had Phil. Oh, that's the dude from Sumter, from right here in South Carolina. His name is Larvin or Phil. Is it Phil Larvin or something like? I know you.
I forget what his name is, but he was decent.
Yeah, but it's something with him because he was the punter for Pittsburgh for a while, for a couple seasons. Yeah, he from South Carolina, right here at Sumter.
Okay,
he not far from that's where he from. So sold his family some cars.
Nice.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just excited though that we got some new blood in the building. Coaches, obviously, Saleh's coming back. Brant is new to the building, but like we knew we had to shake some stuff up. Obviously, we didn't get the D coordinator that I wanted or whatever, or the type. But I'm just glad there's new voices, new energy in the building, so that when mini camp and all that come around, like it's new voices, it's new schemes, it's new ideas, it's new things that can hopefully get the guys better, put everybody in a better position, and we can come out firing next year, week 1, and get back to what we should be, which is good 49er football.
Right, really, facts.
So the draft, I guess, what is it, the April? I don't even know what day it is, but I know we got the 11th pick in the draft. With the 11th pick in the draft, should be a lot of options.
We got to get some protection, baby. Protection on Brock.
I'm saying, so that's what I'm saying. So like, what's our target? You got offensive linemen.
Offensive lineman is the priority,
You're
in
gonna
my
have
opinion.
the dude out of Texas, O lineman. I don't know why I'm gonna see it draw some names, but I'll pull it up. But you're gonna have O lineman opportunity. You're gonna have a good D line opportunity. Is there any other position that we should be targeting at 11 besides those two?
No, I think 11. Those are the ones you target.
It's got to be O line or D line, right?
It got to be the trenches. Yeah, it got to be
Yeah,
the
it's got to
trenches.
be the trenches. It got to be the trenches. Yeah, it's got to be the trenches.
Because Brock, man, he dropped back. They on his ass, man. You got to protect that man. You want to really see what he can do. You take 71 out the game, and they on his ass, man. So you got to get more protection on that line. So I hope and I pray that that's what we're going to target in this draft, getting Brock some protection.
So obviously last year we hit with Pooney. You're gonna have Trent is coming back, which is great. Banks, so Adam Banks, Banks of America is probably not gonna be back. Left guard, he's probably gone. He gonna go get the bag.
Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna need a left guard. We need a center who's a free agent as well, and we need a right tackle who's a free agent as well. Kelvin Banks is who I was talking about. He's from out of Texas. He's a junior. He started all 3 years. He's their left tackle there. In the league, they think he'll probably start at guard first and probably could move to tackle. So that wouldn't be a bad pick. One of my suggestions. Obviously, he could come in right away. He could start at left guard right next to Trent, and then when Trent retires in a year or two, then obviously he could be our left tackle.
I'm glad you said it that way. I'm glad you said it that way.
Yeah, I like that.
That
was the guy I was looking at. So too.
Yeah, and then you got the guy out of Missouri who they say
don't say it yet. That's my guy.
Go ahead.
That's my guy.
You go ahead.
That's Ahmad Mumbo. Let me tell you something.
I can't say his name, so
let me tell you something about homeboy. Let me land the plane. Look, let me tell you something about this guy. He can start right now. Yep. His PFF grade is 90.4. That's his PFF grade, right?
Yeah.
He played. Let's see. He allowed 0 sacks last season. The season before that, he only allowed 2 sacks. He allowed 0 hits last season and 0 hits the season before. He only had 9 hurries this season. He's a right tackle that can start right now. That's a side of the line that we always never really right. But a lot of people know how I feel. I'm scared to get young linemen. I usually want veteran linemen. You know what I mean? But there is another lineman that came from the Ohio State, and that's Josh Simmons. Now, he's not rated as high, right? He's not rated as high, but Josh Simmons had 0 sacks also, 0 hits, and only 1 hurry that he was responsible for.
But he's a dude that we can fall back and get. We can trade back and
he won't be there after the first round. I guarantee that right now.
But I'm saying like if we can trade back to like say 22, 23 or something like that and get.
The reason why I say Simmons, right? Because I don't think Armand is going to be there by the time we get him. I don't think he is. But if he's there, that's what I would go for.
You got the tackle out of Missouri.
Missouri, yeah.
Over Kelvin out of Texas.
Yeah. And I'll tell you why I'll go with Simmons, right? He's played in more professional football games in college, professional style of play of football. So he's NFL ready right now. But he's a left tackle, and he can do exactly what you are saying to do. Start him at guard, learn from Trent, and then he can move over when Trent is done, and he can fill in for Trent. That's the type of kid that he is. But I would go with, if Armand is there, that's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with.
P, you got any insight on this?
I think I did some research on Banks, and I peeked at Campbell. So we need somebody who gonna, of course, jump right in. Don't need that much work. And I feel you with the guy out of Missouri. If he can come in and make a instant impact, that's what we need to go after. So
I think
they'll
that's
have,
the
said
one.
he's
they'll
the
have 2
most
or 3 years.
Oh yeah, they got to be ready to go right now. But they say he's the most
Right.
sound offensive lineman in the draft.
In the draft.
They say he's the most
He
sound.
is.
So if we decide to go D line, I would say
Ah.
Pierce out of Tennessee. He's actually from Charlotte. He went to Chambers. I don't know Chambers. He went to Julius
Okay.
Chambers. He was coached basketball wise by our guy Ryan Lutz. You know Ryan Lutz.
Yeah, I know Ryan. Okay.
You know Ryan. I'm talking to Avery.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
bad.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Ryan, one of the founders of Nana Empire Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so James Pierce, right out of Charlotte, he would be there at 11. Some mocks I saw you probably could trade down to 15, 16, 17 and probably get him too. But if you can't find that trade partner, I wouldn't be mad at him. He's long, he's athletic, he gets to the quarterback, and shit, that's what we need.
Right.
Those guys like Abdul Carter and them, they won't be available at 11. I've seen mocks and stuff with him actually going first now. His odds have changed so much, and that's the Abdul Carter is the number 11 out of Penn State, who just played in the playoffs. But D lineman, what y'all got if we go D lineman?
You know where I'm going.
Oh man,
I'm going.
that's too early.
No, listen. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Mr. Jack Sawyer. Okay. To me, Jack Sawyer at the same stage of his career, he's a more polished Nick Bosa. Yeah, I know. Bosa's my guy.
Yeah.
He's a more polished Nick Bosa. He has a higher motor than Nick Bosa. He has more speed than Nick Bosa, right? And he gets, even if he don't sack, he gets back there in that backfield. Can you imagine having the speed on the other side of the line and Bosa coming from this side of the line?
Yeah,
So,
but you can get Jack Sawyer in like the second, third round.
let me tell you something. His stock went up.
11.
His stock went up. Listen, if he didn't do what he did in that game, okay, if he didn't do what he did in that game and send us to the championship, okay, I think he's an early second round pick. There's a lot of players that understand you got to have high motor players on the edge. Think Aiden Hutchinson. That's the type of player he is. So imagine having that. Aiden Hutchinson to me is a Nick Bosa 2.0. He's faster.
Correct.
He's lean. He's leaner, right? I think if we can get a Jack Sawyer, that'd be phenomenal. But if we wanted to go somewhere else, second round, we can go get JT Tuimoloau. If he's from O State, he's also an edge, but think of Palomalu on the line. That's all he is. And he's getting back there. But I'll go with Jack Sawyer.
But there's also too Jalen Walker out of Georgia, another the nice D line. I've seen him going anywhere from 9 to like 15. He'll be another option. All I know is it has to be lineman, either D line, O line with this 11th pick. No corner, no wide receiver, none of that shit.
None of that. Yeah.
Somebody in the trenches. It needs to be somebody who could start day one, and we can't miss. Like this can't be a miss, because hopefully we're not drafting in this position again for another couple of years. So it has to be a hit. Unfortunately, the last D lineman we took was Drake Jackson with the first pick in the first round. Not the first pick, but what was that? I think he got picked 31st or something like that.
Yeah, he was in that round.
He's been ass, and then he was hurt all last year. I'm assuming he'll probably be cut in camp, or maybe he'll be, I don't know. But like, we gotta hit. We gotta get help on the other side of Bosa. We gotta get help in the middle of D tackle. And then obviously anywhere on the O line besides right guard. That's solidified now with Pooney.
Yeah.
We need help.
Right.
I think Missouri, I think he's the one that you go after. If he's there, you go after him. You solidify Brock's protection because you're about to pay Brock. You want him to be protected.
You got to protect him, yeah.
You're building his line for the future. Pooney is there now. You get this kid there at right tackle. You know what I'm saying? You get a veteran left tackle to back up. you know what I'm saying, Williams when he needs a break, right? And we will be good for another season until we can go get a left tackle, start left tackle.
And Jalen Moore now didn't play a bad year. Remember, he played a lot this year because Trent missed the final, whatever, 6, 7, 8 games. Mm-hmm. And Jalen Moore, typically we've been, he sucks. Nah. Like, there was no complaints that much about the O-line this year. So those backups we had actually played decent. So if we could figure out a way to get him going, I could see a scenario where, let's say we draft Missouri. You got Trent at left, Jalen Moore at the left guard. Center, we'll probably sign somebody, whatever, Pooney at right guard, and then the rookie at the right tackle. I could see a scenario like that, and I wouldn't be mad at that. Based off of Jalen Moore's last year play, and then obviously a decent center that we signed or whatever.
Right. I think we all agree we got to get protection on Brock. So, again, I want to get on the other side of the ball and get some defensive players in, but we got to start with protecting Brock.
That's the key.
He's running for his life back there some plays. So, we protect Brock and we look for a field goal kicker in this draft, and I think we solid.
He said in the draft. You don't want to go that route again. You want to get a veteran kicker.
And I think we solid then. get rid of Jakey, and I think we solid, man. We're going back to the bowl.
I think that's the plan going into the draft. I think you bring in some quality veterans in free agency.
Right.
Now I do got a scenario. I got a question for y'all.
Uh-oh.
What's the running back name? Jetney? That's his name, Jetney?
No.
Let me ask you, if he's there at 11,
did you get him?
Did you bring him in? I'm just asking. Did you go grab him so he can learn from CMC? I'm just saying.
I would walk to San Francisco and punch John Lynch right in the fucking.
Yeah.
No,
I just wanted, because I had somebody tell me, it's like, yo, if he's there, we gotta grab him. I'm like, all right. It sounds fun.
Especially in a Shanahan system, there's no need to take a running back. We don't even need to draft a running back no more.
No.
First of all, our running back thing is full. You got Mason, you got
He's
CMC.
a free agent, though. Is he a free agent, Mason?
Bring Mason back, regardless. You bring whatever he is, you bring Mason back. He has to be top tier back. But you bring Mason back, CMC, Mason to back up. You let Elijah Mitchell go, and you got
he got to go. Elijah got to go, man.
And then he always keeps one of these undrafted running backs on the practice squad, like Lynch. And in that Shanahan system, or dating back to his dad, as you know, like you don't need one of these running backs. CMC is different because of the pass game and all that other stuff. But you don't need, especially not a 11th pick, and you got CMC wasted on a running back. Hell no.
But
hell no.
We didn't have CMC last year, and that's what we needed in offense.
Mason was on his way to 1,000 yards. Plus.
Dude, after week 4, Mason was dancing instead of hitting them holes. We talked about it a lot last season. We talked about it.
Still, no, bro, we good.
No, we're gonna go for O tackle. I just wanted to ask y'all a question.
Oh yeah,
O tackles.
Hola, me Hermano Oscar is in the comments. What's up, man? Yeah, Trent Williams is coming back. He immediately after the season said he'll be back. So yeah, Trent Williams is back. Trent Williams is back.
I think we got it right. I think you got to go O-line with that 11th pick. I think
you
that's
have
what
to
do.
Yeah, you have to with that.
All right. So what else you fellas got for tonight?
Okay. I got a question. Hey, to all my 49er fans, my 49er family, in the comments, I'm tired of hearing it. How you feel about Debo? I hear let him go, trade him for some picks. Like, do you not realize I'm a Debo fan? I'm a diehard Debo fan. Diehard. The energy that he brings, he's hurt sometimes, but when he's in the game and he's healthy, we're a different team. Brock is a different quarterback. I said it many times on this show. Brock, that's his go-to. That's his baby out there. When Debo is in the game, Brock is comfortable. He ain't got them crazy feet. So I I'm just tired of hearing the Debo trades and the cut Debo, whatever. Get rid of Debo. I'm tired of it. So, yeah. Tell me y'all feedback on that, man. How y'all feel about Debo? Is he
See,
gonna be
so
on our team? He
he
on our
definitely
team
gonna
next
be.
year?
I think a lot of fans are filled with emotion and they don't understand the business of football, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we get rid of Debo, I forget the date. If we get rid of him, say we trade him or we drop him now, it's like 25 million hit for us. Somewhere it's like a number up in that area.
Okay.
If we trade him or drop him, what in July? That's when the date changes, right? It only costs us 5 million against the cap.
Post
So
June cut.
June, right? So it'll cost us 5 million against the cap. So you trade him early, you in debt. You
Right.
trade him later, the draft is over, free agency is over. Like, you know what I mean? You
It's for
can't trade
nothing.
him.
Right.
This is
Right.
last contract year with us. He gonna ball out. You gotta understand. See, fans don't understand how schemes work.
Mm-hmm.
For years we had the Yak Bros, right? We had the Yak Bros.
Mm-hmm.
But what made the Yak Bros work? They had somebody that can take the top off. They had Ayuk, right? Ayuk was a threat for a number of reasons. One, he can catch. Two, his long. If you've never been on the sidelines and next to Ayuk, you will not understand this. His arms are alien long. Like they're very long. Standing straight, his hands go to his knees. I'm dead serious. Like his arms are alien long. So Debo can't do Debo things if he don't have somebody that can take the
Some of
pressure
that
from
pressure
him,
off. Yeah, that
take it
pressure.
off of
Right.
him. Right.
Yeah.
Now Kittle was another story. Kittle's gonna be Kittle. He's a monster, Mr. Niner. I call him Mr. Niner, Captain Niner, whatever you want to call him. But Debo can't do Debo things without somebody taking that pressure off of him.
Exactly.
And now you understand why we paid Brandon Ayuk so much money. Because last season should have told a lot of fans how important Brandon Ayuk was to the success of our offense and to the success of Debo Samuel.
Debo.
Yep.
Exactly.
And the success of Brock Purdy. No matter who the star on the team is, that was his favorite target outside of JJ. Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of fans don't understand that. I was one of them. I was mad at Debo. You ain't Debo, and what you doing? I was that guy. But I'm also a grounded guy, and I understand when you don't have the pieces you need to make these people do what they do. I don't care who you are.
Right.
Michael Jordan played without some of his players, right?
And
And
you
he
see what
wasn't
he
Michael
done?
Jordan. He wasn't Michael
Exactly.
Jordan, right? He had to get his
That's when
people
he came
back.
to the Garden.
Yeah. Hey, listen,
Exactly.
because he's from Brooklyn. That's why he come back to the town and cook. But it's all right. But Debo stays with us.
I
Yeah, I
like
think
that.
Debo stays. I think Debo stays. I think during the season, in the season, everybody's just frustrated, and that's just all emotions talking. Just like Tyreek Hill last game of the season saying he wanted out or whatever like that. Like it's just emotions, bro. Like we all used to winning. We have a bad season. Fucking fire Shanahan, trade
That's
everybody, burn
right.
the house down, blah 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 blah. So I think that's a lot of it. Debo ain't going nowhere, man. Shout out to Travis King in the comments, man. What's up, Trav? Big Trav.
What up, Travis?
What's
I
up?
put
What's
it
up?
on for my city. On for my.
I ain't seen Trav all season this year.
Yeah. What up, Trav?
Big music star now. But yeah, so Debo's back. I just think it's emotions by the fans. Like even now, like I'm listening to Adam Sean this morning. I listen to in my office all day. I listen to sports talk, and dudes is calling in the radio station talking about get rid of Josh Allen, and he can't get them over the hump, and it's his fault. It's his fault that they lost. That's what I'm saying. Fans be delusional, bro, and sometimes we are.
Yeah.
Self-included, you know what I'm saying? So
You look for somebody to blame though.
yeah, so everybody it's just weird and wild, bro. But nah, Debo ain't going nowhere. He's too talented of a dude, especially when you get all the pieces back. BA will be back, hopefully ready to go week 1. And when you put that back together with Kittle's in the middle, who should have been probably an all-pro. I don't remember who the all-pro tight ends were, but he had a great season. He'll probably get a contract extension this season, which will also save money. I think we back to our winning ways, man. We should be back to our winning ways.
I'm glad you said tight end. We need to go get a tight end in the draft.
We need a backup tight end, yeah, to start playing in the future. But
The
that's
kid
later
from Iowa.
on.
What's his name? What's his name from Iowa?
It's always some nice white boy from Iowa tight end. It's like 6 or 7 of them in the league.
No, you're right.
All the tight ends
Damn,
in the
so
league
right.
from Iowa.
What is his name? It's gonna come to me. It'll come to me.
I don't know, but
Luke Lackey. Luke Lackey. There you go. Luke Lackey. Remember that name. Remember that name. I'm telling you. Go get Iowa. Always have the tight ends.
They always have the tight ends.
And we're the one that discovered that. We discovered that formula. That was us.
Yeah.
That was anonymous.
So, with all of that being said, man, we appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Showing love in the comments. Please make sure you subscribe, like our YouTube channel, Whistle Gang, on YouTube, and you're following us on all social media platforms. We will continue to have draft coverage as leading up to the draft with a more in-depth, probably go first 3 rounds or so like that. Maybe next time talk about a few more plays that we could target in the draft. But continue to look out for more draft coverage and more fan interviews. If you're a big-time fan, Travis, we need to get you on here. But we want to talk to the fans, hear your story, how you became a 49er fan, what's unique about you, and those different things like that. Please reach out to us, myself, P, DM the show. We'd love to talk to you, set up a time to interview and have you on the show. But like we said earlier too, shout out to Sophie. Make sure you guys go vote for her.
Yes, sir.
So we can get her to be the 49er fan of the year, the NFL fan of the year, representing us as 49er faithful. But shit, that's all I got. P, what you got?
I just want to shout out Sophie again, man. Hey, listen, I voted for you like 20,000 something times, so I fell asleep. I want to see you get in there, and since you was on our show, hey, can I be your N1 for the Super Bowl? I'm just playing. But, hey, enjoy yourself. Hey, shout out to our guests. Thank you for all the love, man. Listen. I saw you down in Miami, bro. You were shouting us out. We wasn't even there, but I love it though. That
y'all my family,
bro.
Y'all my family. Y'all my family. Like it's
appreciate
real.
That, bro.
It's real. It's always real. Y'all my peoples. Like
I was watching y'all down there. I was pissed because I couldn't make it, but I was watching y'all. I was hating on the low. I was like, these motherfuckers having fun down there. I should have been there. But yeah, you always show us love, bro. I appreciate that, man.
Y'all my family, man. Y'all show me mad love, and it's like that. You know what I mean? It's just what it is.
Yes, sir.
Right, man.
Yeah, man.
You got any shout outs, Hype Man, before we get out of here?
I want to shout out all the faithfuls out there, especially Sophie. Congratulations, Sophie. Sophie's like my sis. I knew her for some years, and well deserved. Fan of the year. I do want to shout out. Our brother Stephen James. Out of Mississippi.
SJ.
So I know it's not the Super Bowl with the Niners. But he do got some events going on down in Super Bowl weekend, Definitely go support him if you know some E-Gals or some Chiefs, some Kansas City Chiefs fans that's going down. Tap in with Stephen James. He got something going on down there. And shout out to the Whistle Gang, man. Like, it's always fun. I always have a great time, I just love the love and the camaraderie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is real. This is real right here, So it's not make-believe. This is my people's. When I'm in the area, I tap in, you know what I mean? I had to tell Brant to his face, it's time to leave Moody alone. But I love y'all, man. Shout out to all the fans of the Whistle Gang.
Cool. Appreciate that, bro.
Appreciate that, man. So Whistle Gang Podcast. Continue to look out for the next episode. We'll hear from you guys soon, but make sure you subscribe, like, and follow us. Whistle Gang Podcast. We out. Peace.
Peace.